to start, but you have to start to be great. Good morning, dear all. We'll start a new lesson today, that is your introduction to word processor, and we'll cover important features of word processor, popular word processors, components of MS Word 2010, cursor and mouse pointer. Okay, so what is word processor? Word processing is a technique of creating, editing, saving and printing documents. An application software used to perform this task is called a word processor. Every single piece of information is touched by word processor directly or indirectly. Okay. So suppose MS Word we are using for typing, that is a word processor software where we can edit, we can save and we can take a printout also. A word processor should never be confused with a text editor. Text editor means a notepad which allows you to create and edit plain text, whereas while using a word processor you can format and illustrate the text also. In notepad you can just write plain text and save it, but you cannot do formatting. More formatting features are not available in text editors. Okay, so in all the word processor all the formatting features are available. You can format. Okay. So let us come to important features of word processor. What are the features? First of all, it is easy and speed. A word processor provides an easy and fast method to type the text. Editing features. Using a word processor, you can apply the editing features like copy, moving, deleting. You can also overwrite and insert a sentence, paragraph, page number, headers and footers or words through this feature. It also enables you to present the data in tabular format. More or less you all of you know about word processor. You have typed the in MS Word, you know how can you edit. Okay, you can insert a table, you can write a paragraph, you can insert page number, you can give headers and footers. So more or less you know about it. So but we'll cover all the features also in different chapters. Formatting features, bold, italic, underline, different types of fonts, font color. So these are formatting features. Storage features, it stores all your documents for future use, which can be retrieved whenever you want. Graphic features, insert pictures, graphics, clip art, word art, these are your graphic features. Printing features, as what you see is what you get, means as you see in the print preview mode, then when you take the printout it will look the same. So next one, vocabulary and spell check feature. You know it that whenever you type a word in a wrong sentence, a wrong spelling mistake you will do, it will show you in a red wavy line. When you grammatical mistake, it will say in green wavy line. So that vocabulary and spell check features are also there. Mail merge feature is there. Mail merge means what? Same document can be sent to many persons. Okay, just like invitation letter where the contents will be same, only the address will be different. So if any official letter need to be sent to many persons, so that without means instead of typing for each and every one, the same can be sent to many persons by using this mail merge feature. OLE feature, that is your object linking and embedding feature. The object linking and embedding feature allows a word processor to interact with other programs by embedding objects in a document. Okay, for example, if you have linked an equation written in a spreadsheet software to some charts in a word processor, if you change the equation in the equation values, then charts will change automatically because an object of the equation is present with the word processor also. That means this linking will be there. If there will be any change in the original place, that will be applied in the linked place. Okay, that feature is also there. Suppose you have a drawing you have drawn in MS Paint, and that drawing you have using object linking and embedding feature, you pasted it in Word. If you'll change the color or size of the picture, that also automatically reflect in MS Word. That is object linking and embedding. Okay. So popular word processor programs are MS Word, that is a desktop utility, OpenOffice, Google Docs, WordPad, LibreOffice Writer. So many word processor softwares are there. So but in your syllabus it is MS Word 2010. Okay. So what we'll learn: creating and saving a document, opening an existing document, editing and formatting a document, previewing and printing a document. Before that, it will show you what are the components of MS Word. Okay. So better I am opening MS Word and showing you what are the features. This is the Word screen. Okay. So what are the components of this screen? Okay. So what are the components you tell? This is your title bar where document 1 Microsoft Word is written. This is small toolbar which is present in as a part of the title bar. This is known as your quick access toolbar, where quickly accessed features like your undo, redo, your save feature, these all are present in the quick access toolbar. So this is your different menus are present: file, home, insert. After this is known as your ribbon. Okay, so different menu options means different tabs. You can tell it menu or tab. Different tab, different groups are present in the ribbon. And this white space where we type the document, that is known as your work area. And this is your ruler where it is looking like a scale. Okay, this is your what is scroll bar. This one scroll bar, you can use the scroll bar. So what others in the picture given? So okay, status bar. You can come and see this is your status bar. Where, which one? Here it is written, see page 1 of 1, 0 words, English Indian. So this is your status bar. It will show about the document. Okay. Suppose if I'll start typing anything, it will show me that how many words are there. You can see now 2 words are there. So in this status bar, you can see what are about the document. Clear? What other features are there? Proofing error. This is your proofing error. Okay. Where found, click to correct if any proofing error will be there. So any other parts are there? So work area, this is your ruler, this is your scroll bar, horizontal scroll bar and vertical scroll bars are there. Okay, ribbon is there. So application window, this whole program, whole screen is application window. Okay, so these are the components of your MS Word screen. Okay, so after that, what is tabs and groups? What are the tabs present and what are the groups under the tabs? Now what are the tabs? File is a tab, home is a tab, insert is a tab, design is a tab, page layout, references, mailings, review, view, these all are our tabs. And under each tab there are different groups. Okay, suppose in under home tab, clipboard is a group, font is a group, paragraph is a group, then styles is a group, editing is a group, new group. Okay, if you go for insert, you will find more groups. That is your, click on insert. Table is there, illustrations is there, links are there, comments there, header and footer. Every tab you click, you will find different groups are there. Suppose design I tab clicked, so document formatting is there, page background, all these things are there. If you go for page layout, you will find some page setup group, paragraph group, arrange group is there. So, but in your, so let us discuss detail about home tab. So this is a clipboard. Clipboard contains cut, copy, format printer and paste. These are the means icons present or options present. In font group, see you can make it font bold, italic, underline. You can increase the font size. You can means change the font face. You can make it give your text effects also. You can highlight. You can change the color. You can change the type of the font. Okay, so whatever we can do with the font, that all things are present in this font group. Similarly, to format a paragraph, whatever we need, all things will be get in this paragraph group. Okay, so these are the groups present under your home tab and we'll use. Okay, we'll use not in this chapter but gradually we'll use it. Okay, so this is your work area. This is ruler and scroll bars are there, vertical scroll bar and horizontal scroll bar, both the scroll bars are there. This is your vertical scroll bar, and when we'll go to the page layout option, you can go for this horizontal scroll bar also. Now what is status bar? This is your status bar, and what are the options present in the status bar? Page 1 of 1, it means that this document contains one page and your cursor is at the first page. And if you will create the page, suppose I am creating a page, new page, and you see it becomes page 2 of 2 now. Means total number of pages is 2 and my cursor is 2 in the second position, second page. And if I'll take my cursor to the first page, you can see page 1 of 2. Means cursor in the first page, but total number of pages is 2. Means status of your document you can see. How many words are present? Now 2 words are present. So this is your proof. Your language, you are using English India language. And what about this? You can see here you can read mode. Okay. See here 2 pages it is showing. In the middle you can see one line is there. So if read mode, if you whatever how many pages your document will contain, that if you go to the read mode, it will show you in pages. Okay, and this is your web layout, print layout. Okay, in print layout, this is the general print layout mode where we are working. That is a ruler will be there, horizontal ruler, vertical ruler will be there, scroll bar will be there, this ruler will be there, scroll bar, and this is print layout mode. Okay, then web layout. In web layout you see that is a your page looks as if it is in a landscape mode, and you will not find your means left scroll bar also. Okay, so next one is your left hand side ruler. So always we work in your print layout mode. Okay, this is your print layout mode. Okay, and then next is your so what is next? Cursors and mouse pointer. Okay, so cursor and mouse pointer, what is? It is a print layout mode, then full screen reading, web layout, then outline and draft. See, I am using 2013, so these two modes are not there. Okay, draft and your one is your draft and one is outline, that is not there. But in draft mode, it displays a document as a continuous text scroll where page breaks are denoted by dashed lines. Okay, this view is helpful if you are using an older or slower computer that cannot display the print layout view. Okay, but see, nowadays this draft mode is not available. Outline, it displays your document in an outline view. You can move the text up and down, expand and collapse the labels or change the heading labels. And here you see this is your zoom slider present in the status bar. Suppose if I'll make it, so you can see the text is becoming very big. Okay, if you'll make it small, it will look small. So zoom slider, as you want, you can fix. Generally, you fix it at 100%. Okay, so these are the things present in the status bar. Then next is your cursor and mouse pointer. Okay, cursor, the vertical blinking line. This is this blinking line where we start typing, always the line is blinking. This is known as your cursor. Okay, and you can move the cursor in a document by using the cursor control keys, which and these 4 arrow keys present on your keyboard. What you are telling, navigation keys, left arrow, right arrow, up and button. Okay, so apart from the arrow keys, there are some other keys on the keyboard that help you to navigate the document easily. So home key is there, it moves the cursor to the beginning of the current line. Control plus home key, this combination of keys moves the cursor to the beginning of the document. End key, it moves the cursor to the end of the current line. Control plus end key, this combination moves the cursor to the end of the document. Page up key, it scrolls up one page. Page down, it scrolls down one page. So these are the keys present on the keyboard for, and we can use for these actions. Okay. So after that, so now how can you open it, means MS Word, and how can you work on this? MS Word, you know that how to open when I have opened. Now for a new file, click on the file, then click on new option, click on blank document. Okay, so this a new file will open where you can work. Otherwise, you can press Ctrl plus N keys together. Ctrl plus N keys together. Suppose we have written something. Suppose you have typed something or whatever you want to save. How to save your document? You can click on the quick access toolbar, save button is there. Otherwise, you go to file, then click on the save option. Then click on where you want to save. Okay. Then give a name to your document and then click on save button. Your document will be saved in that location. Okay. But how can you give password to your document? Okay, how can you protect your document? While saving the document, you go save. Instead, you come to this tools option. Okay, come to the general options and you give a password. Whatever password you will give, that will not be visible to you. Okay, here it is written password to open, password to modify. So first you can give two passwords at a time also. Suppose I am giving password to modify also. Okay, then click on OK button. It is re-enter password to open for reconfirmation. Again password to modify. Again type that. Okay. Okay, now I am closing this document. But when next time I will open this document, this is the document. When I will open this document, you will find it is asking me password to open. Okay, so that if anybody will know the password, then can open my file, otherwise not. So you enter your password, whatever you have given, then it will ask the password to modify. Okay, so another password for modify given. So now the document is open for us, we can do the work. So if anybody will know the password, then they can open your document and can modify. And suppose you will not give password to anybody, if that way we can protect our document. Okay. So how to close a document? Suppose this is a document and you want to close. So go to file and click on close. So from here you can close the document. Okay. So if it is before closing, if you have not saved, it will ask you for saving. Now it is closed. That file is closed, not completely Microsoft Word is closed. Okay. Suppose I want to means open any file existing. Click on file, then click on open, then select your file which you want to open. Your file will be open. So for open, you will use the option file open. For new file, you can click on file, then new. For save, you click on save. To give password, go to save option, and while saving, I have to open a new file because it is already saved. Go to save, and while saving, you will go to the tools option, then go for general options, then give the password. I repeated this one because this one is important. So give a password here to open and give a password here to modify, then click on OK button. It will again ask you to re-enter the password for both the operations, for opening and for modifying. Give it, then click on OK. Okay, this way you can make your document protected by giving password. Okay, and for closing any particular document, you go to file, close. So that document will be closed, not Microsoft Word. Okay, so you can use this close option. Clear? So this first chapter of word processor contains this much only. Hope all of you understood. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Your exam is coming very near, and I think all the teachers said what will come in happily exam. All the syllabus of term 1 is not coming. So whatever is given, provided in the WhatsApp group, you follow that. Okay. So for your reference, I can. Okay, I will attach another file. That file also I'll send with the portion coming in happily exam. Okay. Hope all of you understand. Thank you all. Have a nice day.